In this video, we'll be implementing an example of calculating minimum of numbers using stream min operator and also using reduce. So let's create a new class, and the name of the class is stream min example. So let's create public static void main method first, and inside the public static void main method, let's create a list of integers. Is equal to arrays dot as list and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the first example is using stream min function. So stream min function basically return optional. So in this case, we'll use optional result is equal to numbers dot stream dot min, and it basically takes a comparator. So for comparator, what we can do is that we can use the integer dot compare to, and this will return us the result of minimum of the strings of the numbers. Now let's print out result, as this will be optional. So let's first check if the result contains value. So if result dot is present, then print out the result and get the concrete value from optional. Now let's run this program. So you can see that 1 is the minimum number. Now let's implement the same example using reduce function. So integer result is equal to numbers, as will be using identity here in this case, so that's why it will be returning integer to us instead of optional. So numbers dot stream dot reduce, so identity 0 and a is less than b, then a otherwise b. So in this case, what we are doing is that we are checking a and b, and in this case, if a is less than b, then it is a otherwise b. Let's make it result 1, but let's see what's gonna happen in this. So in this case, the first time we will have 0 and 1 to compare, so it will return 0. Second time it will compare, the result is 0 and 2, and this will also return 0. And third time it will compare 0 and 3, and that will also return 0. But we don't want 0 because minimum of number is 1. So this solution won't work for us, where we provide the identity is equal to 0. So to avoid this, what we can do is that we can use optional and don't provide the identity. So optional result 2 is equal to numbers dot stream dot reduce, and just use the by function and don't provide identity. So in this case, a, b, and a is less than b, then a otherwise b. So in this case, we don't have the identity operator 0, identity 0, so it will return the correct value. Now we are getting result as an optional. So before printing out, what we'll do is that we'll check if result 2 dot is present, then print out result 2. Now let's run this example. So it printed 1, which is correct, which is this value. Now here, if result2 dot is present, then system.out.println result2. Here we should get the get, and also we should print out the result1. Let's run this example again. Here you can see that we got 1 with optional, we got 0 when we were using the identity, and we got 1 when we were not using identity and using py function. So let's close this. There is also a simpler way to run this reduce operation by using integer.max and integer.min. So optional result 3 is equal to numbers dot stream dot reduce, and here we can call integer colon min, and if result of 3 dot is present, then print out result 3 dot get. Now let's run this program. Now you can see that the first where we were using the stream min, then 1. When we use the identity operator, and we were getting the wrong result 0. Then when we use the reduce but with our own expression, we got the right value, and now again with integer min, we got the right value.